get some questions, to get some pick throwing. To start things off, we try to make it a little more fun here. I would like to select the people to ask questions and to pick throw at Gene. Let's look under our seats to find if you have a pick. It's going to be kind of taped over.
Oh, let's go look at some.
And just look at your seat. If it's not there, it's not there. Anyone? We'll start with this. Hey, lucky ones! We got a lucky one. All right, sir, come on down here to my friend in purple.
Is that her?
Excellent. And guys, so the way this is going to work is it really is about having fun, throwing picks with Gene. We're not going to really keep score too much. We are going to see who gets some bragging points on who can make their pick or not. So we're going to start off with a pick throw. I'll introduce the rest of your amazing talent that's coming up. So sir, when you're ready, and this will go for everyone, you'll throw your pick, you ask your questions, and then we'll have a dialogue there. But without further ado, we have an amazing comedian from Howard Stern, from Family Guy. Welcome to the stage, Craig Gass.
All right, Kiss fans, how are you feeling today? Did you enjoy that kickoff show, the acoustic performance? How amazing was that? We'll get right to it. I'm excited about this. If you're a music fan, you're a concert fan, you know that elusive souvenir is being able to catch that guitar pick from your favorite artist. I have never seen anyone master the art of pick throwing like Gene Simmons. I've seen him on stage look at somebody and launch what looks like a UFO across the top of the crowd, hitting people in what seems like 20, 30 rows away. So I'm just as interested in what's going to happen today as you are. So without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who should have beaten me up a long time ago and might still do it, please welcome the great Gene Simmons. For you.
Hi everybody. We recognize lots of faces. I've had some kids with one or two of you. Former bootleggers are here, now fans. And I want to tell you, my son and daughter, our son and daughter, were just upstairs and we were having a bite to eat. And I got verklempt by my people who gave you the Bible, the Ten Commandments, Einstein, Jesus, all that stuff. And I really got emotional thinking about just how long this journey has been. And I want to tell you, from the bottom of my heart, Paul, myself, we were with Peter at Ace's funeral, and we were reliving old times, and without you, I'd be asking the next person in line, would you like some fries with that? You've meant the world to us, and I can't tell you how much. Not you so much. Are you going to do an impression of me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was told a long time ago, if you want to do an impression of Gene, listen to Benjamin Netanyahu. It's the same voice. Hi, this is Benjamin Netanyahu from KRUISE. It's the same thing. All right, I'll leave it at that. I do want to say, when we did the roast of Gene Simmons, this guy gave a speech, and we raised money for the military that day, and Gene gave a speech about, there's little things you can do for the military. If you see somebody in uniform at Starbucks, let them go in front, buy their coffee. You can do anything to help out. And his love of the troops really resonated to the point that Lisa Lampanelli started crying and she has no soul. So that was incredible. And I love Lisa. Anyway, so we're gonna get this thing started. We have fans, members of the military, and we have fans here in the audience who have been chosen. And I guess it's going to be, they're gonna come up and try to hit a target, and then you get to ask a question of Gene, correct? All right, who's first up? What is your name?
My name is Sean.
Hey Sean, and where are you from?
From Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. Gene, off the top of your head, any memories of Boston that stand out?
Oh yeah,
Well, there you go.
it was sisters.
All right. These are the stories I came for.
They knew all the animal tricks.
Do you have a question for Gene?
Yes, I'm a huge Disney fan, and I was wondering where you got your inspiration from when you wish upon a star from your soul album.
Thank you. When I was a 12-year-old kid, like many people, I went to see Pinocchio. And I still spoke with an accent because I wasn't born in America. I talk like this, very clipped sort of sounding thing. I speak a few languages. And I was fascinated by Pinocchio. And then this little cricket came out, when you wish upon, and I thought this little bug was talking just to me, like that. And by the way, ever since that, I've always tried on stage, anywhere we go, to personalize something instead of just, look, it's all about me. But I want to get back to when I heard, when you wish upon a star, you can be anyone, and your dreams can come true, all that. And it changed my life. I walked out of that movie theater, the air was fresher. I was 12, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know how to wipe my ass, I still don't. And I walked out of there with a sense of purpose, and they say the right moment, the right music, the right thing, it can change your life. It inspired me like nothing ever did. So when I was lucky enough to do my solo record, all of us did individual solo records, released on the same day at the same time. Nobody has ever done that. Not the Beatles, the Stones, nobody. And recorded it in Oxford, England, right down the street from Harrison and Clapton and all the rest of the guys. And then we did the overdubs in LA, but I did the vocals to When You Wish Upon a Star in Oxford, England. And when I was singing the song, I want to tell you that, grown men don't want anybody to see when we give into something that touches our hearts, and you just cry like a 12-year-old little girl. And I was sobbing the whole time, because from my perspective, my mother was in a concentration camp in Nazi Germany at 14 years of age, and I was her only child. And I was born in Israel, that's where I was born. And then we came to America. And let me tell you something, people talk about the promised land and all this stuff. No one loves America more than somebody who comes from a place that doesn't have the freedoms that we all take for granted. And I'll tell you a quick story. I didn't know at 8.5 years of age, I didn't know anything, because I was 8 before I was 9. In those days, television had 3 or 4 television stations in black and white. if my mother let me stay up and watch TV with her, I'd be yapping away because I'm staying up. And all of a sudden the TV would start to go black and you'd hear tss, and just nothing. But before it went off the air to black, you'd see the American flag billowing, and you'd hear the melody. And I'd be talking through it, and my mother would put her hand sometimes over my mouth and just shh. Scared me every time. And she would watch the entire thing, not moving, and crying her heart out, just crying, and I didn't understand what the emotion was all about. I thought it was sad and stuff, but they were low. Years later, I understood those were tears of joy. And the most patriotic person I have ever been close to was my mother. She loved America the way I hope Americans can. I don't remember your question, but...
They now get a chance to try to hit a target with, they have a guitar pick, and... Okay, so he's going to throw and try to hit one of these 3 buckets here, from where he's at. All right, do you have the skills of a Gene Simmons? Let's see you try to hit one of these targets. Nope, that's... Nope. How many chances does he get? Right there, do it softer, don't... But you get to keep a guitar pick.
By the way, what do they get if they win, if they beat me?
My understanding is if you actually got to participate in this, you get to keep a guitar pick.
Nice. That's why you're a comedian.
Yeah. That's what I was told. That's what the rules were.
Tell you what I'm going to do.
Uh-oh.
I haven't been playing with picks except the ones in my nose. That's a different... These are semantics, but I'm not anti-semantic. Right on this. You don't even know what this means, right? So, tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to do a show later tonight.
Yes.
And we're going to have fun. It'll be electric and stuff. I'm going to take one of my basses, and I'm going to personalize it to you on stage played bass, and I'll give it to you.
What?
But you gotta win, not you, them. Okay, is that a deal?
Yeah. You're gonna get this. Whoever wins gets a stage played bass from Gene Simmons from KISS. And by the way, you know that story comes from the first time you left me a message on my voicemail. You said, "Hi Greg, this is Gene Simmons from KISS." You actually said "from KISS" on my answer machine, and I thought, I know who you are. I know you're not Gene Simmons from Pet Boys.
Why the fuck did I call you?
You came to one of my comedy shows at Caroline's.
Yeah, he's really good. Al Pacino?
Hi everybody, this is Al Pacino. This street hustler comes up to me one day. He looks me up and he looks me down. I said, hey man, I am cool. I am the breeze. Hoorah.
All right, so wait.
Ask me if I do any impressions, go ahead.
Do you do any impressions, Gene?
Yes.
Oh, what are your favorite impressions?
I do Elvis.
Elvis, okay, let's hear your Elvis impression.
I do 2 impressions of Jackson.
Michael Jackson, okay.
2. First impression. Second impression. Don't turn on your cell phones.
Gene Simmons, everybody! 2 pure waitresses, he's here all week. All right, so the first contestant
joke.
Quick joke, go ahead.
What's 12 inches in Jewish?
12.
Nothing.
Gene Simmons, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for your headliner. All right, second contestant, what is your name and where are you from? Oh, over here. Oh, what is your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Kate, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Thanks for coming down, Kate. Do you have a question for Gene?
I do have a question for Gene.
Other side.
Hi,
Wow,
Gene.
you're a cutie. If only I wasn't gay. You can't say that anymore.
First of all, my condolences to you, Paul, and Peter during this time. I know you're a very learned and scholarly person, and you've read the entire Britannica, and I had a question. What is your favorite era of history that you learned about?
Your favorite era of history that you'd like to learn about?
You don't mean KISS, you mean the world?
It could be KISS, or just about the world in general.
About KISS or about the world?
When the Gutenberg Bible, for those of you that care about history, before the Gutenberg Bible, the masses were illiterate. The people in charge didn't want people to read because they didn't want them to know stuff. And as soon as the Gutenberg Bible came in, the first book published for the masses was the Bible. By the way, there's no such thing as Old Testament. Before Jesus was born, one of our guys, it wasn't called the Old Testament, it was just called the Bible, right? So there's the Bible, New Testament. I would have liked to have lived in the Renaissance, which is when the church had less power and people were expressive, writing books, and it was just music and Johann Sebastian Strauss and Bach, and you know, the European model was just, there was so much going on, everybody was exciting and you know, all that stuff. The less power the church had, the more creative thinking, the more advantageous society. So that was the thing. But for KISS, the most exciting, life-altering event was after we played, for me, after we played our first show, February 2nd or 3rd in South Edmonton, because another band had canceled. We did 4 shows before the first record came out. And we played on lunch tables that were put together at a university. Of course, they buckled, and the fans were sitting like hippies, cross-legged on the floor. And of course, induced the first boom, and they all ran out. But after the show, at the Holiday Inn, there were girls in the lobby. And one of the chicks had green hair, which I'd never seen before. So, because I wanted to improve the relations between our two nations, I brought her upstairs. Now, granted, there wasn't a lot of talking. And that changed my life. Finally, a chick who didn't torture me. What sign are you? Not on the first date. It doesn't mean, why do I have my mother's hips? You know, the usual stuff that you do to torture men. So did he do it? You girls are demons! She was just happy to be there. And she knew all the circus tricks and, you know, all that. And I was so, you know, it was a life, and then after that, you know, happened all the time. So, I was so enamored of the event that on the first solo record I did, I thanked people. And if you check the back of it, the girl with the green hair, to this day, I never bothered to learn her name. Does that answer your question?
Gene Simmons has had SEX. That's amazing. All right. And now, take a throw at one of these 3 buckets and she's going to take off her jacket.
Wait a minute, you're taking off your clothes. Wait a minute.
She's taking off her jacket.
Oh.
Here we go. She needs a shot.
How close is she?
I don't know, how close can she get?
Okay, special rules, girl rules.
All right. Here we go.
They're a lot closer.
Here we go. No, close.
Don't
Second.
get as hard, softer, it'll go in.
A little softer.
I mean, it'll go in the bucket.
Ooh, so close.
Okay, look at me. No. So instead of the wide frisbee thing, do a little closer like this. Yeah, and softer.
Is your last chance? With some coaching from Gene Simmons, my God. He can do it all, and he can teach you how to do it all. All right, so we have, is she gonna make it to the next round now because she got to hit target? I don't know. Let's go to the next contestant, we'll figure that out. You let me know what's going on. Next contestant, what is your name and where are you from?
Joshua, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Joshua from Fort Lauderdale. You have a question for Gene.
Yes, sir. Gene, out of all the tours, what is your favorite and least favorite stage setup?
Good question.
You know, life is about what you've experienced. So that first kiss, you know, makes your heart pound like nothing because you just never had it. Then when you get used to it, you want, you know, the other stuff. So it depends on where you are in life. So the very first stage that we stepped on as KISS was New Year's Eve. Before then, we were rehearsing and stuff, but then we got a chance. We were fourth on the bill. It was KISS, Teenage Lust, local band, Iggy Pop, and Blue Oyster Cult. It was a 3,000-seater, 1974 New Year's Eve. And by the third song, we're doing Firehouse. I was a moron. I would take hairspray because you wanted it, you know, to stand up and everything. So you go to the root of your hair and so that your hair would stand up. You know, the girls know this. You spray the roots and the hair stands up. If you spray everything else, it kind of goes down. Anyway, so I sprayed it really thick. I forgot to read the directions on the hairspray. It said, Gene, you fucking moron. You're gonna be spitting fire and you're gonna go up like a birthday candle. Sure enough, by the third song, Firehouse, I'm an idiot who decided to be in a band and do something no other group had ever done before, which was to spit fire on stage and the other stuff. I would stick my tongue out, but the floor is dirty. You've heard that before, I know. So I spit fire and I went up like a birthday candle, and everybody ran out from the side, you know, and put it out with a wet towel. So that was a memory I'll never forget. Of course, I caught fire another 5 or 6 times after that. What was your fucking question again?
What was your favorite staging of all the KISS tours?
So that very first stage, because you know you're on a decent-sized stage, that professionals, you're playing on a stage that other recording artists are going to be playing on. So you feel elevated because you're higher than the fans and so on. So it's a different thing than playing in clubs. Do you know what I mean? It's how girls feel special when they put on their stiletto heels. You just raise it. Right, girls? No, not me.
Josh, you
Yeah, put some stilettos on tonight. See how much better
Josh, you get a chance to try to hit one of these buckets. So, and they each get 3 chances, right? Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Here's 1. No. Here's 2. Close.
Can I offer advice?
Yes.
Okay, you're jerking at the top. Do a fluid motion.
Don't jerk it. Nice try. We have one person that's advanced to the next round, but thank you, Josh. Who is next? What is your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Jose. I am from Guatemala.
Jose from Guatemala. What is your question for Gene Simmons, Jose?
Mr. Simmons, I was wondering, what comes to you first, usually? Words or music when you write, and in your answer, can you throw in something about the song Mr. Make Me Leave from your solo album, which I really like.
What comes to you first, lyrics or music when you're writing a song?
There just aren't any rules. There just aren't any rules. Sometimes you hear a title. I was making fun of how Paul writes songs. You know, Christine 16, you know, all girls' names and stuff. And he was making fun of how I write, you know, those kinds of songs. And then he went, oh, Christine 16, yeah, I think I'll go write that. So I went home and wrote it right away. Sometimes it's with a title. Nothing to Lose came to me as a title because there was an old song, from KRUISE. You got nothing to lose, KRUISE by, I'll think of it, but it was an old blue R&B blues thing. And then sometimes, often enough with riffs, I wrote Deuce on a bass just because I liked, gee, that's the, what am I going to call this? And so Elton, who we know well through the years, literally doesn't start writing melody or anything until he gets the lyrics from Bernie Taupin. Then he writes music on top of that. And Phil Collins, when he writes, there's a song called Studio. Do you know the song?
Yeah. Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil Collins. So he had the track and the melody, and he could not figure out what the word was for the space, like the meter. So he kept the silly word he used, Studio, which means nothing. Just like wop baba loo wop or wop bam boom. Well, you know, they're space holders for the melody and the rhythm. Capiche?
Great question. And we're a quarter of the way through the contestants, and we're already halfway through the time we have allotted with James.
Okay, I'll shut up.
We're gonna get, let's, Jose, take your shot here at the buckets. Nope, that's one. Let's try a second shot here. Ooh. And one more. Here we go, Jose. From Guatemala. Ooh. Nice try, Jose. Thank you.
By the way, let me offer a piece of advice. Okay. Can you see my fingers? Right, in England this means up here.
Yeah.
So you take the thin part of a pick and just put it on the tip of your finger, and then with a smooth motion, don't flip it. By the way, that was just a general thing. If I wanted to hit you, and I haven't done this. So if you've got sticky fingers, that's not going to be good. So wet it.
Next contestant. Oh, is it right now? I thought we were going over this side from Jose. Okay. What is your name and where are you from?
G'day. I'm from, can you guess where I'm from? Hi, Jean.
Welcome. Do you have a question for Jean?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with a boring question because of my Aussie friends would kill me if I didn't ask you.
If you can speak slower, because
sorry.
I'm
It's
slow.
very echoey on stage here.
When will you be visiting us at Down Under again, please? And thank you.
When will you be visiting in where?
Down Under, Australia.
Oh, down in Australia. When will you be in
We
Australia?
know we love you down there, Jean.
What do you have in mind?
Oh, anything you want. What do you have in mind?
We have stopped playing As Kiss live. So what's happening here is only with the approval of a company called Pop House, which is the best thing, I promise you, because we are so proud of what we've done, best thing to happen to us since we were born. There are plans that are being put together that I can't even begin to tell you that will blow you away. I mean, beyond anything, these people are so excited about this, and we talk almost every day. So we're not, last time we were in Australia, we played at the football sort of World Series over there, and there were, I don't know, hundreds of KISS fans in makeup, and there were fireballs and everything. And that was like the World Series of football in Australia. But the Gene Simmons band is...
Oh, you didn't say it!
Gene Simmons, yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Yes, we will. We will go down there. Promise.
Gene promises to go down there. All right. Let's hit one of these targets. You got 3 shots at it. That's all right. Ooh, that wasn't bad. You got 2 more. Here you go. All right.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to flip it hard. The softer ones you can control more.
Oh, she was distracted by your beauty, Gene. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna go over to this side of the stage, and who's the next contestant over here? Hey, this young man, how are you? What is your name?
Alex.
Hey, Alex, how old are you?
9 years old.
Alex is 9 years old, Gene. Alex, do you have a question for Gene Simmons?
Yes.
What is your question?
What's your best memory from Brazil?
Yeah, I met this young man yesterday. He told me to fuck off, but he's from Brazil, one of my favorite places. Tudo bem? Obrigado. One of the most amazing memories in Brazil is when we first went down there in 1980 or 82, 1982.
3.
83?
83, yeah.
I'm 76, I don't know. Boy, do I look good. Shit. So, when we first went down to Brazil, we had no idea. We were going to be playing Maracanã, which is the largest stadium of any kind on planet Earth. So imagine, I don't know, Dodger Anaheim Stadium. It's literally 4 times that size. Wow, 4 times. And when we went there, there was just a small opening band called the Eyes opening up and Kiss. It was not a festival. And this place was packed like a third world country. I mean, just all over the place. And the spotlights, the field was so big that they used airplane landing lights to hit the stage because spotlights wouldn't reach there. They would die down. The size of it was unbelievable. And despite the fact what all the guys have been hearing all their lives, size does count.
Great question.
So, Maracanã. By the way, the numbers that showed up, I don't know, close to 200,000.
Wow.
And then we did Sao Paulo for 135,000 people, and Belo Horizonte, which I think was 75,000 people. Just us and no opening band. Before there were things called, you know, like music festivals, you'd have 10 acts and so on. Hey, I look kind of good on the side.
Yeah, you do. Great question, which led to a great memory. Thank you.
Do the band.
All right, now, let's give you a shot to try to hit one of these buckets, buddy. Do we let him get a little closer?
Watch this kid win.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Let's give it a shot. Ooh, not bad. Got a second shot. Ooh, close. Gene, you got any advice for this guy?
Talk to lots of girls, that's it.
Here we go. Close. Let's give him a round of applause. Great shot. All right, coming over to this side of the stage. What is your name? Where are you from?
Hello, my name is Howard. I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Howard from Detroit. Howard, what is your question for Gene?
My question is, what are your top 3 favorite comic book artists?
Top 3 favorites?
Sometimes you guys notice that I'm going like this. I've been in a loud band for longer than you've been alive, for over half a century. So when you go, it doesn't compute. So speak up like a man!
All right, what is your top 3 comic book artists? That's it.
Comic book artists?
Well, it's all about style. And there are much better artists than Jack Kirby. Russ Manning is one of the top Magnus, Robot Fighter, and lots of other things, but Jack Kirby by far is my best, with Joe Sinnott inking. Dick Ayers was a close second, Sam Rosen lettered the things, and Flo Steinberg was the secretary. I used to call Marvel Comics and torture her, and little did I know, actually I knew because I've always been delusional, that when I tortured Stan Lee's was born Stanley Lieber, when I tortured his secretary, oh no, I know Stanley, I know him well and stuff. She tried to put me through the Stanley. As a 13-year-old kid, I knew somehow that there would be Kiss comics before there was Kiss. I'm gonna be in comic books. And one day, as it came to pass, Kiss Comics came out and I was sitting next to Stan Lee beside, and we were flying up to Buffalo where we put some of our blood in the red ink, and their actual Kiss became the largest Marvel comic book of all time. Yeah. But the other plus is this: in 1,000,000 years, humanity will be extinct. And one day, superior aliens will come to this planet and try to dig through history. And one of them will find a Kiss comic book, and they will take the DNA that's in the red ink, and they'll be able to recreate humanity. And a lot of those recreated humanities are going to have long motherfucking tongues. I would stick my tongue out, but the floor's a little dirty. Go ahead. Oh, so Jack Kirby. Not many people are fans, but I've always been a fan of Carmine Infantino, who did The Flash, written by Gardner Fox, and a lot of that stuff. And perhaps the third one, Russ Manning. Russ Manning did a backup feature in Tarzan, the Dell Comics version with Jesse Marsh doing the artwork. It was not very good, but Brothers of the Spear, he later went on to do Magnus Robot Fighter, was the cleanest, most beautiful art you'd seen. So, Jack Kirby, Carmine Infantino, Russ Manning.
Love it. Great question. And we can all look forward to a future race of super horny bass players someday. All right, let's throw some picks. Here we go. Number 1. A little shorter. Second try. Oh, just over. You're the first one to throw it over the buckets. And third try. Oh!
Did it go in?
It came back up, but does it count? Does it count that he hit it? How about this? Does it count that he hit it? Does it not count because it bounced out? Okay, it counts. You hit it. So you have also made it to another round.
Now, if you pay attention to how this powerful and attractive man pitched his picks, the last one was the softest one. See, before that he was flicking, and then the last one was, think of it as a woman.
All right, next contestant. What is your name?
My name is Elena.
Helena. How old are you, Helena?
I'm 12 and I'm the fan number 1 of Gene Simmons.
Number 1 fan of Gene Simmons. Elena, I hope you just walked in the building and you heard nothing that's happened so far. What is your question for Gene Simmons?
I was afraid she was going to come up. I'm a number 1 fan, Daddy.
Yeah.
Where is home? Your country?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Brazil. To the ready.
Another person visiting from Brazil. Elena, what is your question for Gene?
What is the best thing about being a rock star?
Ooh, that's a great question. What is the best thing about being a rock star? This is where we're going to do a lot of editing.
There's an old answer and a new answer. The old answer, chicks. The new answer is my wifey, Shannon Tweed, and the kids we have. And I'll tell you, and the new answer, Shannon, is only here I asked her one day, if I didn't make a good living, would you still be with me? And she said, fuck off. So you made it possible for me to have children with Shem. The old answer, chicks, like a machine gun. But it's biblical. You see, in the good book, which my people gave to the rest of you, it says, spread thy seed. I was just doing the Lord's work.
And girls always appreciate a machine gun. Here we go. All right. Our next contestant. Oh my God, you are tiny. Oh yeah, Elena. I'm sorry, Elena. Sorry. Elena, let's get you a shot. Go ahead, Elena. Oh, that was a great shot. Almost. You were just underneath the bucket. All right, Elena. Throw number 2.
Ooh, okay, Lord, one second. You can also, you don't have to go like this or like this. You can go like that. You can go like that.
Let's give that.
If you want.
If you want. Nice try, Elena. Give Elena a round. We have the most adorable child in all of America right now. What is your name, tiny person?
Ivy.
What is it?
Ivy.
Ivy? Oh my God. Ivy? How old are you, Ivy?
6.
6? Does this look like your father? Can I bring you on stage? Is that okay? Bring you on stage. Let me get some help before we say hello to Gene Simmons. This adorable child. Can you do that? Can you do that? Ivy, if you hold your hands out, you go. She's got stage fright. Ivy, what's your? Oh, this is your phone right here. Hey, Dad. There we go! There's her. My God. Okay, this is 3 times the size of that child. Ivy, you had a question for Gene Simmons? She is giggling so much that show the audience. All right, so Ivy, obviously, you're a perfect angel. Do you have any questions for Gene Simmons?
What's next?
She wants to know how he does the big thing with his tongue.
Good Lord, what is happening to children? My God. She wants to know how you do that thing with your tongue. Well, let's all just leave and call it a day. It's your question, Gene. How do you do that thing? Look at this angel right in the eye and tell her. How do you do that thing with your tongue? Go ahead, Gene. You created this monster.
Practice.
Ivy, do you want to try and throw a guitar?
She's gorgeous. Look at that.
She's an adorable child. All right, can we get Ivy down to the front so you can get her to hit one of the targets? All right. A round of applause for Ivy, everybody. Oh, let's get a picture. Come over, let's get a picture. Yeah, right over here. We'll get you off over here, stage left. I'll escort you over. We'll get to another contestant here. Who is next? And we'll get Ivy to throw when she gets up. All right, what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Anthony from Beverly Hills, California.
Anthony from Beverly Hills.
I've got 2 questions for you. One, what is your favorite Taylor Swift song and why?
Do you have a favorite Taylor Swift song, Gene?
Hey, for those of you that don't know, well, I can't say much about it. Next month, December 6th, KISS is going to be inducted into the Kennedy Center. I don't know if I'm free to announce who's going to come in first as a host and then sing and who's going to be on it. I don't know if I'm allowed. The saddest part of all, we're going to have an empty chair for Ace. He's going to be right up there with us. Give me the question again, so I want to choose the right words.
Taylor Swift song and why?
Okay, so throughout our career, all kinds of folks have dressed in our makeup and stuff. You can go online and see Lenny Kravitz at 13 years of age in my makeup, thrown out of school because he came to school dressed like me, and Lawrence Fishburne, all kinds of folks that the band has influenced. You can Google and schmoogle and YouTube, put in Taylor Swift, KISS band makeup, and you'll see the entire Taylor Swift band come out in full KISS gear, joining Keith Urban on stage, doing a Keith Urban song called Kiss a Girl Is Right. And Taylor's dressed like Ace. Excuse me?
Prettiest space ace ever.
Prettiest space ace ever. So we're big Taylor fans. We love the dedication, loyalty, and love that the Swifties have for Taylor. I love that. That's the best thing of all. And I cannot name Taylor's song if you pointed. I go, but anytime a Swiftie plays me a tune, I go, that's well done. That's well made. Good song.
Well, and we gotta wrap this up, so we're gonna get to your throw here.
Second question.
Well, we gotta get to the throw. That's one. All right, second throw. Ooh, no, third throw.
Fourth?
Oh, just on the side. It's right here. No, it's on the side. It landed on the side.
But he hit it.
It's right here. Yeah. That was close, though. It was very close. I give him a round of applause. Thank you. All right, Ivy is back and she's ready to throw. All right, Ivy. Give it a shot, hon.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
How much for that? I want to buy it.
You want to buy the child? All right, you had one throw. Here we go, Ivy. Here we go. Good. There you go, Ivy! All right. Now, are we done? We have the 3 contestants who actually hit the buckets, correct? Are there any preliminary contestants that haven't participated yet?
That is all.
That is it? All right, so we have 3 finalists. Do we have all 3 finalists here with us? All right, that's 1, 2, and 3. So, how do you want to do the final round, the playoff round for this? How do you guys want to do this? Do you want to just have everybody get one throw, and then if somebody hits, they get a chance to go to another throw? Or? All right. Would you guys like to do it the same way, where everybody gets 3 shots?
I think 3 shots, each one that makes it in is 1 point.
Okay.
If it's a high score, we'll win.
Okay, let's start with the first contestant who made it to the semifinals here. All right, we got people making their own rules in the crowd. All right, and your name again was Kate. All right, Kate, come on up from wherever you threw last time, and let's give it a shot. Now, Kate was the one that the first 2 throws were close. Gene gave her some advice, and that one piece of advice Nailed it. So if you remember what his advice was, take that and take 3 shots, Kate.
Are you a single girl for the rest of the guys?
She's single!
She's single!
Run! It's Gene Simmons!
Bingo!
All right, here we go, Kate. All right. Ooh, you're throwing. You're making her nervous, Gene. Ooh, close. Second try. Here we go, Kate. You got it. Ooh, close. Here we go, Kate. Third try. And this is his advice. Nice and easy. Here we go, Kate. And third try. Oh, all right. Stand by, Kate. Stand by. Our second contestant, who was from Detroit Rock City. And what was her name again? Howard from Detroit. All right, Howard, you got 3 shots. Here we go. 1. Good shot. Only 2 people throwing it over. Second shot. Here we go. Howard, you got a good throw. Oh. All right. Round of applause for Howard, everybody. All right. So Kate and Howard, 0 points right now. We're going to go with Ivy. Ivy. Here we go, Ivy. Ivy, 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 Ivy. All right, Ivy. Has she got her 3 picks? All right, here we go. You ready, Ivy? 3 shots. Here we go. All right, Ivy. Here we go. 1. And you got 2 more shots. Go ahead, Ivy. Take 2 more shots. Oh, close, just to the rim. And 1 more. That's all right. Ivy, you have just won a bass from Gene Simmons tonight. The bass that he's going to be playing on stage. Congratulations to Ivy.
What happened to me in the contest? Don't
I was told, everybody here, I wanted to see you hit some shots, so do you want to do a little contest between me and you to see who can hit the most?
Between you and I?
Yeah, sure, but between you and I.
I used to teach 6th grade.
I have gotten scolded by him and Paul many times over the years, and I deserved it.
He and Paul.
He and Paul.
Him and Paul. By Gene and Paul. Or Paul and he.
I said
him is impersonal, but he and Paul.
I sent Paul a text a couple years ago and said, who should I talk to about getting into the show tomorrow? And he said, shouldn't the question be, is it okay to go to the show? And I said, yes, you're right, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Is it okay to go to the show? And he said, of course. And I was like, oh, scared the shit out of me. All right, so can I try first? Okay, should I just do it from here?
What are you asking me for? I just work here.
All right, so I've never done this before.
You can do anything you want.
Okay.
I either do this, see the way the thin part?
Okay.
You can either stand here and go like that.
Okay.
Or you can go like that or like that.
Okay.
But you're eating the meat.
Okay.
Just go to the tip.
Okay. So you're still talking about guitar picks?
Go to the tip. And smooth all the way instead of jerking it.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, hold on. So, because your swing is going to the right, aim for come to the left to make up because you aim to the right.
Gotcha.
And now do the same thing. Almost.
Okay.
Don't do it as hard,
Okay.
she said.
Oh, just over. All right, Gigi, show me how it's done. Oh, wow. Oh, now you're just making me look like an asshole.
I'm out of practice.
All right.
I am out of practice. She's been talking the whole night.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? What? It's you? I did perform the marriage ceremony, yes. Everything okay? Is that still the same guy? Oh my God. She said I performed the marriage ceremony. Her husband unfortunately passed, and that's his shadow flag. Can you show everybody, please? Rearranged, make it nice.
What's that?
That's her husband's shadow flag.
Yeah, she was saying. I didn't realize that's what that flag, the significance for the flag is. But thank you for coming down here.
Just stay after this. We'll take care of it.
Already a better shot. No?
I'm out of practice. Let me just pick up.
That was just Would it be okay to just look at a random person in the crowd and see if you can just hit them?
It makes perfect sense, because as soon as it goes into the eyeball, they consume it like everybody else does.
I know, because it's our four guys that are thought of that too.
It's a real art to be able to do this.
No, that was smart.
Wow. And that is the art that I'm talking about. How much fun was that? Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating in this. Gene, do you have any final words for the audience tonight?
I guess someone is looking for something signed.
Oh, Paul, gotcha.
Are you going to see Mr. Speed next? Are you going to see Mr. Speed again?
Yeah, I want to grow.
You going again, right? Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I figured after that.
It was nice. It was like
Then we don't have anything until like 9 o'clock tonight. Well, time just kind of like
Okay, maybe we'll do Mr. Speed and then we'll go to
keep talking.